That's good.
So go ahead and check.
Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs. It's one of my favorite mic checks. It's absolutely one of my favorite mic checks.
Hey Pioneers, welcome to our newest edition of See You in the Workplace, where we're visiting notable alumni at their places of work, talking about their time at Carroll and how they ended up in their careers of today. I'm Zachary Staszewski with the Alumni Engagement Office, and we're here at Entercom Milwaukee, visiting with Billy Schmid, class of 2017, talking about his time as lead host on the Wendy's Big Show here at 105.7 FM, The Fan.
I was the nerdy kid that was waking up at 5:30 in the morning when I was going to middle school and grade school because I was watching SportsCenter 4 times before school.
So you've always been like a sports
Always been a sports fanatic, a sports nerd.
And where did you grow up, by the way?
I grew up 5 minutes away from the radio station. I went to school, I went to high school that's like 4 blocks away.
Okay.
I played youth baseball at the baseball diamonds that are literally between like a nature preserve and the radio station. Like you saw the towers in the background. So I grew up in this neighborhood.
And so this is your community.
This is my area,
100%. Too.
And then when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, we did a play where I got to be the announcer for about like Jackie Robinson's life. I realized that people like actually did that for a job.
Right.
That you could announce sports and do it for a living. And that just kind of grew the fandom in me, which I get to let out in a different avenue now on the show, which I think is fun. Because I'm the hardcore fan on the show. The big show that I do from 2 to 6, that's drive time, that's the money maker.
Okay.
I'm like the point guard of the situation. I have 2 guys that were both here when the station kind of started. Gary Ellerson played for the Packers. Sparky has been in the area in radio for 25 years. So people know both of them, and then we add Leroy Butler in. Everybody loves Leroy. And I'm kind of just the one that is there to not mess it up. No one's gonna listen to you every day unless they're entertained. They can learn as much as they want.
Sure.
But if they're not entertained, they're not going to come back.
All right, so how do you get that silky smooth voice of yours? Are there any techniques?
You just have to do is you have to let it go naturally, but then pronunciate quickly. Let it flow naturally, but pronunciate quickly. Because
use lots of consonants.
We make sure that they are pronunciated through.
So I know it's outside of your role here at 105.7, but you have a couple opportunities to interact with people in a different way.
I'll start with the Carroll one because I started doing that one first. So I'm the play-by-play broadcaster.
Okay.
That is the most fun medium that broadcasting I think you get to do. The pure, unadulterated enjoyment of being at a game and portraying that through my voice and the story and the context. There's nothing like doing games like that. And at some point in my career, I hope that I can do that on a broader stage and a bigger platform. So this is my 3rd year doing the Admirals games, which is the game night host. So basically, I'm the guy that has the microphone and plays games with people in the middle of timeouts.
Okay.
And paid to be like the hype man, maybe. My mom called me, she's like, you should apply for that. They had hired 2 people already to do it for the whole year, but they're like, we like this kid's energy, so we're gonna try him out. And then once I got in the door, I wasn't gonna let somebody else take it. It's just so much fun and it's a great opportunity.
When did Carroll become the school for you?
So Carroll was not brought to my attention until so we call it signing day, and I wanted to go somewhere that I'd have an opportunity to play. And I knew that if I played at any kind of level, people would respect me more right away. People would respect my opinion more right away. Every decision I made was to put myself in the best position for after college that I'd be able to get a job like this.
So you were interning here for a number of months while you were at Carroll.
Yes.
And a Carroll student.
And then that was kind of the first time that I was able to be behind the board and then on the air. And grew from that. I got a job offer in Madison. As I turned to my 2 weeks notice, about a week later, my boss called back and said, why don't you hold off on signing a lease? These are my own personal headphones. Now the best part about being in radio, you gotta have your own headphones. And what I've learned is you wanna take them with you because people will steal them. So these are very important to me. I've always been proud of my ability to adapt to the conversation. And that's where the fun part of the job comes. Not talking to somebody, but provoking someone else to think. That'll get you somewhere in this business, because if you are confident in what you have to say, somebody is going to listen to what you have to say. Just because I have the microphone doesn't mean that I know everything. I think that's the cool part about it is there's a lot of times where I learn more stuff from the people that call in than they probably learn from me. There's nothing that aggravates me more than when people say, oh, you want to go into radio, you should find something else to do. Because it's hard, or it doesn't pay enough, or it's bull. Like, if I want to do something, then I'll see you on the other side, because I'm going to keep trying. Some people that are going to watch this that like went to school with me, they're going to be like, this dude is way nicer on this TV than he is when I met him. But I always thought at least that I was funny.
That's the most important part, is at least you think.
At least I think I'm funny, right?